Greetings, I'm Genie. So today let's talk a little bit about why new cards seem to be OP, and they probably are in most expansions on card games. I'll leave an expedition game I had running because the guy was mad for whatever reason, and even though he was playing the current best deck archetype for the expeditions, he must have had a bad day. Who knows, some people like to be toxic. So first reason, the easiest way to shift the meta is to give the game a good feeling is to release new cards. But what is the point of releasing new cards if they are too balanced, quote unquote, or if they are weak? People will not be encouraged to play the new cards if they're weak. So that's why they tend to be overpowered in regards to other cards. Because think with me, let's say that they are not overpowered. Let's say that they are normal, they don't have to be used, they are, replaceable on current meta. If that's the case, people are not gonna play it. Most people will tend to just run what's more effective. That's why people like to net deck and climb the ladder with decks that they do not own, that they didn't create. So the cards need to be strong, otherwise this meta will just stay the same, the game will get boring, will get repetitive, and people that had played it before, the veterans, will feel less encouraged and less, they will have less fun playing the game. That's why they do that. So they release cards knowing that they might be broken to encourage people to use it, and then they will tune it accordingly later on. Second reason, even though we're talking about a game, and games in general, card games, games are developed for the sake of money making, which is fair. That's how it should be, and it's not even a problem because this game that we're talking about, Legends of Runeterra, is very generous with reward system. So you can get decks without much, work, of course, that you have to grind, but still you can get decks without paying for it. In 1 week you can get a meta deck, no problem at all. You just have to grind a little bit. So yeah, by having powerful cards, people that are more enthusiastic about the game, that they are more competitive and want to be ahead, they will probably buy cards. And okay, that's fine, that's a business model and nothing wrong with that. The game is not pay to win. But this is one reason why new cards tend to be more powerful or even overpowered. Third reason, they may not be overpowered per se. Current decks may not be tweaked around new cards, which they cannot really be because people do not predict the future. But this, even though this is a reality, it doesn't change the fact that they are overpowered. Because usually by winning against a strong deck, you have to have a deck that is stronger, and even if you build a counter deck, it will probably need the new cards because they are stronger than the normal ones. So you guys get the feeling that I'm bringing here, right? But in this expansion, there are some things that I'm not currently happy with. And perhaps I will change my mind in the future, but some champions, for example Nautilus, he really looks overpowered. I've played him quite a bit now, and I think that he may be overtuned. At the time that I drop him, if I have enough sea monsters on hand, the game is done. It's done. There is almost nothing. If I build a deck correctly, there's almost nothing the guy can do to turn it around. Probably just if they have a deck that burns my deck, and then I can lose by not having a deck anymore, and lose by not having anything to draw. Another champion is Vi. I think that she may be too good now because I don't know. I didn't play her per se, but I went against her quite a bit, and all the games that I played against her, it's just they drop it quite early and she's already with a huge amount of attack, and the game ends in 1 turn or 2. It's just insane. It's too much value. And another thing is the level up from, I think there are 2 champions that level up, they have the same requirement to level up which I don't know, I think it's cheesy, but perhaps they are going for more, easier and predictable ways to level up champions, to make it easier to balance in the future, perhaps. I don't know, but these are just minor things that will be tweaked in the future. I don't think it's major, and the game is in a good state right now. I don't have any life-changing complaints to make, so this is gonna be it for this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like and subscribe for more content that will come in the future. Thank you for watching and see ya!